Welcome everyone in lecture 8 of unit 4, and we are studying push down automata, and we know that push down automata PDAM is a 7 tuple machine. First one is set of states, second one is set of input symbol, third one is set of stack symbol. We have a stack with this machine, this automata, and whatever we put on this stack, that symbol, that input made of some symbols, and this is known as stack symbol. Fourth one is transition. Fifth one is start state. There is always a single start state. Seventh one is stack initial symbol. Sixth one is stack initial symbol, and we assume that there is already some symbol, something on the stack, and it is work as some marker. We start from z0, there is z0 on the stack, and we push something over it, and after removing that we reach to z0 again. So at the end we will reach to z0 again. And last one is set of final states. There are, suppose we have three state q0, q1, q2, and some state may be final. It can be q2, q1 or q0. So it is a subset of q. F is a subset of q, and z0 belong to stack symbol, because z0 is the stack initial symbol, it is on the stack, so z0 belong to stack symbol. V and q0 belong to set of states. Now look at the transition from one state. By giving some input, machine look at the input symbol and the top of the stack, and the top of the stack is a stack symbol. We move to some state and we do some operation on the top of the stack. It can be like that we are doing some push operation, or we are doing some pop operation on the top of the stack. And in some cases null move is allowed here. So from a state, reading epsilon and the top of the stack is something, we move to some state and do something. So null move is also allowed. We can read some input symbol, or we can read epsilon or null here. Another thing is that it is not necessary to have all symbol in the transition. Suppose we have two symbol A and B, and we have transition for A only and not for B. So this kind of moves are also allowed in PDA. It is not necessary to have moves for all input symbol. Now move to the operations. One is push operation. We have already know that from a state, say Q, we read input symbol say A, and the top of this stack is B. There is three things: current state, or we can say present state, input symbol, and this is the top of the stack before the transition. And we are moving to some state say P, and what we are doing, we are moving to some state and doing some operation, and here we have to do push operation. So at the top there is B, and we are pushing A. Suppose this is stack having several symbol here, but at the top there is B, and after pushing it A, it become AB at the top. So one thing is important, stack may have some other things also, but we are looking at the top only. There may be some other input symbols also here. It doesn't mean stack have AB only. AB is at top only, other thing may be below it. Similarly we have pop operation. We have transitions like that from state q reading a, and at that time b is at the top of the stack. We are moving to state p and we have to pop it, so this place become empty. Stack is not empty, only top is empty. Suppose this stack has something here already and we have b at the top and we are removing it. So stack has other things below it, but we are removing only top. It doesn't mean stack is empty, only we remove the top symbol. And the next one is do nothing. Do nothing operation is as from state q reading a and b is at the top of stack. We are moving to state p, say p, and we are doing nothing. At the top there was b and we are not pushing a here and we are not popping this b, so it was b at the top, it is b only at the top now. And this transition can be represented by image also, pictorial representation. From state q we are moving to state p, and first one is input symbol a, second one is at the top of the stack b, and third one is what we do on the stack here. There was b and we push a, it become ab. And this pop transition can be shown as from state q we are moving to state p. Initially we read input a and b at the top and we are popping this b. And do nothing can be shown as from state q we are moving to state p. This is input symbol, this is the top of the stack b, and it's remain b only. So neither a push here, neither b is pop here, it's remain, it was b, it is b only. So if p and q both states are same, then it becomes a loop on the same state. From q we are moving to q only. If it is q, it is q, then it becomes self loop. Now look at the example of a and bn, and we know that it has some inputs like that in which there is same number of a's followed by same number of b's, and we assume there is epsilon or null at the end of the input. So it is something on the input file or the input tape, and we have a stack having z initially or z0 initially, suppose. So what we need to do for this matching, initially input we read input a and at the top there is z0, and we have to store these a to match with b. So we push a here, then cursor move to this place, input is a, at the top there is a, so we need to store this a also. Then cursor move to this place and a is at the top, now we have to push this a also. Now cursor move to b, when cursor move to b, now we have to match this b with a, because we have to match the count of b with the count of a. When b cursor move to b, so for every b there must be a, for this b there must be a, there for this b there must be a, for this b there must be a. So when we read b, at the top there is a, so b pop it, for this b we pop it. Now cursor move to this place, now input is b and at the top there is a, for this b there is a, so b pop it. Then cursor move to this place, and for this b we have to remove this a, for this b there is a, and it is matching and we are popping out. So when input is ended, when we reach to epsilon or null, then the stack become to initial position. Initially stack has Z0, now we have Z0 again. So this input have same number of edge and same number of B. Now take another example, A, B, B, and stack has Z0 initially, and there is null after input. So we read A, push into the stack. So we read A, push into the stack, then B read A, then push into the stack, then we read B, so pop this A, so we read B, pop this A, and when we reach to the end of the input, and A is at the top of the stack, so this is not matching, so it should not be accepted. And third case is, suppose we have this kind of input, so it will also not match. Initially Z0 at the top, for this A we read A, at the top there is Z0, we push it, then there is A, at the top there is A, we push it, because we have to push A to match with B, and we read this B, so pop this A, we read this B, so pop this A, and when we read this B, at the top there is Z0, so it is like that age was lesser in the count of than count of B, so B is extra, so this is not going to be accepted. This is not going to be accepted. Only the case when stack initially has this thing and at the end of the input we reach to the same position again, then it's mean that for every way there is a for these 3 way there are 3 A on the stack, so it will be matched in this way. So problem is divided into, first push every A in the stack, it is read A and push into stack, and do it for every A. And another thing is that read B and pop A from stack, and do it for every B. Now for every B have to pop from the stack here, and third one at the end of input stack will as this, and initially stack is as this, so it will remain same. Now I am going to end this lecture without designing PDA. I am giving you a input like this, AABB AB. Then what will happen when we read this input and we do these kind of things? When we do these three things, when we follow this sequence, then what will happen on the stack? So you have to do it for this input, and there will be some problem, and we will remove it in the next lecture. So follow the same operation on this input. Thanks for attending the lecture.